Hello, I'm Paul Stancliffe from the British Trust for Ornithology.
And I'm Nick Moran. I run BirdTrack, which is an online bird recording system here at the BTO. We're both involved in writing a blog for the BBC Autumnwatch series this autumn, which is going to be looking at migrating birds throughout the next few months.
We're going to be talking about what's been seen over the last few weeks and what to look out for in the next week. So what's been seen so far, Nick?
The winds hit a little bit further north than where we are now in East Anglia, so most of the good birds turned up from Spurn northwards, didn't they?
Yeah, it's been really exciting though, hasn't it? I mean, you know, all those Lapland buntings, where did they come from?
Yeah, 192 I think it was together on Fair Isle, which is an exceptional count. Have you seen any yourself?
No, I did go and have a look. There was a few reported on the coast here at Clyde, but I missed them. They were on the Shingle Ridge, getting moved about a bit, but I tell you, just being out there, you thought something's going to turn up.
Yeah, this time of year is electric, isn't it? For when you're out birding and you just never know what's going to appear around the corner.
But what about them all? Because the majority of them just hit further north, didn't they? I mean, you know, there was all those birds turning up Spurn, Flamborough, that area, and here we were, East Anglia, very little really. That's right.
I mean, the pick of the bunch, the brown flycatcher, the fourth record for Britain, turned up on Flamborough Head, and it's the second of those four. Two of them have been on Flamborough Head, so that's a pretty good run, isn't it?
Oh, it's fantastic. Just a bit too far for us, eh?
Yeah.
What can we expect this weekend, given the forecast? So the weather coming from the west this weekend, really, if it's really strong westerlies, it looks like passerine migration will pretty much come to a halt, because birds that are already here will be grounded. Birds that are on the continent won't be able to leave. If we get light westerlies, we should see a bit of movement, maybe some pipits, wagtails, a few chats, but largely I think we'll be looking out to the west and seabirds.
That's right. If the winds are as strong as they're predicted to be, we can expect plenty of birds like leeches, petrels turning up along the west coast. Maybe species like Arctic skua and things like that at some of the coastal watch points. If we're really lucky, the weather system that moves through the North Atlantic might even dump some extreme rarities from across the pond, which would be really exciting.
So what, we're talking about birds like red-eyed vireo?
Yeah, that kind of thing would be really good.
Yeah. I mean, we're kind of still waiting for that really big westerly front, aren't we? But, you know, it's likely to happen. As well as all these amazing birds, there are lots of new migration projects going on. There's the Tower 42 project, where they're going to be looking at migrants over London off the tallest building, one of the tallest buildings in the city. And then there's the Canary Wharf project, you know, where they have the light on the top at night that attracts migrants, and they're going to be looking at what kind of birds are found in the gardens almost on a daily basis throughout the autumn there. It's going to be really exciting.
And on the BBC Autumnwatch series, migration is going to be a really important feature, using a lot of the data that birdwatchers from around Britain are putting into BirdTrack as we speak. So it's going to be a really interesting time to see what happens across the country.
And I mean, everybody can take part as well, can't they, just by submitting their records to BirdTrack?
Absolutely. And we've got a new feature which allows you to record direction of flight. So if you're lucky enough to see visible migration, birds flying overhead at any point, we've got a way to capture that too. As well as your BirdTrack records contributing to Autumnwatch and being the sort of things that Chris Packham and Kate Humble will be talking about the very next week, they're also being used by several ongoing conservation projects, like the Bird Conservation Targeting Project that directs conservation resources to the kind of places where they're needed. Also, the Bird Atlas 2007-11 uses BirdTrack records to help map the distribution of the birds around our country. So please do get involved if you can.
And don't forget, you can hear more from us on the Autumnwatch blog. You can access this via the BTO website, www.bto.org.